So please have a cushion or blanket to sit on just so that your hips are a little bit elevated so you don't end up here trying to sit up. So you're nice and tall, and you can always let your feet come to the ground like this, and you can always sit like this as well, or with the hands underneath. So this can be a really nice way to sit. And when we tune in, you can just bring the hands here for those, for that moment of mantra. Okay, let's rub the palms together. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And close the eyes. Bring your spine into center. And release the hands, palms facing forward. Imagine all of us sitting in a circle. And begin to send good energy and blessings to everyone for our practice this morning. And as you send, open to receiving, feeling what everyone is sending. Keep this openness, this connection. We have a group energy that we create. So keep your awareness open to this energy as you bring the palms together at the heart and lift the heart. Gazing at your third eye center. As we tune in, you can almost feel like you're a straight line, like you're a very tight string, like an instrument string needs to be tight so that when you pluck it, it has a beautiful sound. And so as you press those knuckles of the thumbs into the chest and you're kind of tucking the chin and lengthening the spine, you're like a nice tight guitar string. And when we tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, you're plucking, you're vibrating this string, creating sound. Let's inhale together. Exhale all the way out. And inhale for Om Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and suspend this breath. Exhale, let it go. You can let your hands rest on the legs and open your ears to deep listening. Noticing every sound. open your inner ear to deep listening inside, noticing any ethereal sounds. And keep this listening as you begin to deepen your breath, coming into a conscious breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You can have a subtle ujjayi sound. And the belly is gently relaxed so that your breath can reach the lower lobes of the lungs as you begin each inhale. The belly might puff forward. And keep this breath as you come lying onto the back, hugging the knees into the chest. This pose is really wonderful for detoxification. And so keep your breath here. And you can add the mantra Sat Nam as you breathe, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. And you can start to rock your knees side to side. Bring both knees all the way to the left, holding them down with your left hand. And take a few big circles with your right arm, up and around. And reach that right arm away from the knees, twisting. And drawing the knees to center and over to the other side. Big circles with the left arm. And reach that left arm away from the knees. Taking a deep breath here. And drawing the knees to center. Allow your knees to separate so they open a little bit wider, and you can hold on to each shin individually. This is a happy baby modification. So stay right here if this feels like enough for you. Otherwise, you can hold the outside edges of the feet. Now send your breath down into the groin. And slowly lower the bottoms of the feet down to the ground. Knees are pointing up. Let your arms rest on either side of you. Inhale, press into the feet, lifting the hips up to the sky for bridge, tucking the shoulders under. And we'll take a few up and down. So inhaling up into the bridge, exhaling as you lower the spine and the pelvis back down. This is really wonderful for the kidneys, your storage of energy. Coming into bridge and holding it, taking a couple breaths here. You're welcome to interlace the fingers if that's accessible to you. And on an exhale, lower down, laying your body down on the tops of your forearms and let your legs come out long. So your shoulders are tucking down, your arms are underneath your buttocks and legs. And I'd like you to bring your attention to your navel point. So find your belly button with your mind. And then just a couple inches below your belly button. It's usually pretty easy to draw this navel point area down towards the spine. So you're still breathing, even with this navel point engaged. You can still breathe into the belly even, but the belly won't move as much because there's this engagement happening. Pointing through the toes. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. And keep going, alternating legs. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. You can imagine your navel point having like a glowing sun. This is our element of fire, just like the sun. It's our element of purification, of willpower, personal power. Wherever you are, inhale deeply, hold. Exhale, relax, both legs down. You're welcome to keep the hands underneath the body, or you can lift the arms up so that they're facing up towards the sky. The palms are facing each other. So it'll look like this. Inhale, lift both legs up. Exhale, lower them down. And you can always tuck those arms underneath instead. Just imagine that the arms are lifted. Good. Keep spreading and pointing through the feet, through those toes. Good. And make sure that you're not going past 90 degrees. So your toes reach up straight to the sky, but not farther towards your head. Good. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Hold the breath. Exhale here. And just breathe naturally with the knees hugged in. You can continue to see that glowing sun at the navel. Imagine the spine lengthening against the earth. This is going to be our exhale position. And as we inhale, you can keep the legs together, reach them up 60 degrees from the floor as your arms reach out to the sides like wings. That's your inhale. Exhale as you hug the knees into the chest. So on your inhale, it's like you're opening into your full potential. And on your exhale, you're coming all the way back to that seed that has your full potential in it, but that's just beginning. This constant cycle. Good. Last few. Remember, you can always make it smaller to modify. Inhale deeply into the open position. Hold it. Hold your breath. Lift your pelvic floor. Mulband. Exhale. Relax completely in any shape. Let energy distribute through the body. Draw your right knee into your chest, holding onto it with both hands. Now, as you hug this right knee in, you're extending your left leg and you can flex through the left heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, 90 degrees. Exhale, lower it down. And go as fast as you comfortably can, up and down. And switch legs, hug your left knee in. You're extending out through the right heel, up and down, inhaling up, exhale down. Good, switch again. One more time, switch. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax in any shape. Let it go. And we'll come up to standing. So you can hug the knees in and rock up or roll over onto one side. Make your way to standing. Now your hands are going to be flexed back like this. And we're going to inhale up and exhale, fold. And the whole time, the hands are bent back at the wrist. So feet are about a foot or 6 inches from each other. Inhale up so high, a little back bend happens. Exhale, as you fold, you're hinging at the hips. The hands come down, and at the bottom of your exhale, lift your pelvic floor, mul band. And then inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, hinging, folding, mul band. And continue at your own pace. Good. Knees are soft. Hips are hinging. This is the last piece of this Kriya. We're going to go a little bit faster, so speed it up a notch or two for these last 20 seconds. Inhale, reach it up. Squeeze the energy up. Pelvic floor lifting, reach up even higher. Inhale even more, squeeze. Exhale, let it go. Arms release. And come lying onto the back for our second Kriya. So this Kriya is for adjusting the navel point. So our navel point, just like any bone in the body, can kind of move out of place a little bit and be, I guess you could say, misaligned or off center. Your navel point can do that too. And so when we have a strong navel point that's in alignment, then it affects all the rest of the chakras above it. And you could say below it too, but our navel point is a really important point in the body because it's where that spark for our Kundalini energy comes from. So it's like the fire that gets sparked and goes down first into the lower chakras and then goes up and down and up and down. If that makes any sense, and it's okay if it doesn't. But this navel point, we're just bringing it, if it is out of alignment, we're bringing it into a center point in the body. Sometimes it can kind of be leaning a little to the right or left, and that can affect our willpower and our personal like identity. So lying on the back, toes are pointed. Tuck your chin and gaze at your toes and bring your hands over your legs. Palms are facing each other. You can lift one leg and alternate or both. Breath of fire. This is called stretch pose. Ten seconds. Inhale deep. Exhale, let it go. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground in front of each sitting bone, maybe a little bit wider than the sitting bones. Palms come down on either side of you. Inhale, lift the hips up into bridge, tucking the shoulders in towards each other. You can interlace the fingers or you can just plant the hands into the ground. If full wheel is accessible to you, feel free to do that. Either way, we're pressing into the feet and we're lifting that navel point up to be potentially the highest part of the body. And if it's comfortable, begin breath of fire here, like your navel point is dancing up towards the sky. Inhale. Come into your best bridge possible. Exhale, lower down. Flipping over onto the belly. Come onto your forearms and just bend your knees so your feet are reaching towards your head and your head is lengthening up, your heart is lengthening. You're in a back bend here. Now, I'd like you to stay right here if this feels good and it feels like enough for you. If you can reach your hands to your ankles and you want to come into bow, then you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, stay right here. This is wonderful, okay? So either bow or here. You can shine your third eye center up to the sky. Breath of fire. Inhale deeply, coming into your best pose. Stay here. Exhale all the way out. Hold the breath out. Lift Mulband, pelvic floor. Inhale to release, relaxing on the belly. If you have your head to the side, you can bring the other ear to the earth. Right, and one more time, we'll come into bridge again. So you can flip over onto your back and gently lift those hips up into bridge. You can choose long, deep breathing or breath of fire. Inhale deeply, coming into your best bridge, reaching that navel point up. Exhale, lower down. Our last pose is called fish pose. You can tuck the hands underneath the buttocks and the forearms come down to the earth. Now, in this particular Kriya, the legs are crossed in fish, but you're always welcome to just bring the soles of the feet together or let the legs be out long instead. Okay. Either way, whatever your legs are doing, and if you can do full lotus, you're welcome to do that. We're going to lift the chest and let the head fall off the back. And so the whole throat and heart are opening. You can kind of glide those shoulder blades together behind the heart to assist your front of your heart to lift. And in this pose, breath of fire. Beautiful. You might feel your heart even getting a massage from this. Ten seconds. Inhale deeply, come into your best pose possible. On an exhale, let it all go, relaxing on the back. You can stay right here, coming into Shavasana. You're welcome to cover the body with a blanket. And I'll sing you a blessing, and then we'll rest in silence. You can let your breath be natural. Let the light of your navel point expand and encompass your whole body and the space around you. Pavana Guru Panipita Mata Tarata Mata Diva Sarata Dvaita Itaya Kale Sakala Jagata Changyaya Puriyaya Vache Karamado Karamo Ape Apani Ke Nare Keto Chinina Matiyaya Ke Masakataga Nanakate Muka Ujale Keti Chutina Chinina Matiyaya Ke Masakataga Nanakate Muka Ujale Keti Chutina. Wahe Guruji Kakasa Wahe Guruji Ki Fateh. Slowly deepening your breath. And gently touching each fingertip to the thumb. And wiggling fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. Stretching the arms up over the head. Drawing the knees into the chest and rocking them around. And taking a cat stretch to each side. Sealing in this practice. When you're ready, you can rub the soles of the feet together and the palms together. Good, let the feet go. Let the palms come over the heart. And gently let your hands rise over the heart and just sweep them through the aura, through the space around the body. Whenever that feels complete, you can come up to seated. Take a few minutes to just sit. You can place your right palm in the left palm. So the right hand is on top of the left. And then let the thumbs touch. So it'll look like this. So your right hand is resting inside of your left hand. And the thumbs touch, and you can let this rest in the lap, and your thumbs will be about at your belly button or navel point, or somewhere in between. And just open those ears again to listening, incorporating every sound. If the mind wanders, just simply bring it back to this moment, listening. And begin deepening your breath. And slowly draw the hands together at heart center. Asking yourself where you'd like to send the benefits of your practice to today. See yourself filled in light. And this light is endless. So no matter how much you give, it just flows through you even more. Let's inhale for the long time sun. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sealing this practice with 3 satnams. Nam Satnam means truth I am, referring to that infinite being or that infinite light within. So that infinite light within and that truth within me bows to the sameness within you. Remembering that we're all connected. We say together, Satnam.